Mahendra, it will take some time.
Sorry, so actually my system is a bit slow, to present, and when I do mute also it will take some few minutes time, and unmute also it will take time. So I'm presenting.
No problem.
Yeah, I'm starting. Let's start sharing. Yeah.
Yeah, it's your screen is visible now.
Okay, is my screen visible? Okay. Actually, okay. So actually, I have noted points whatever Chanu sir told yesterday's class regarding SAP Function Finance Consultant roles and responsibilities. Okay, so I will follow my notes whatever Chanu sir told. So I will explain those steps in this call. Okay. So is everyone audible, right? My voice for everyone.
Yeah, it's clear. Can you please zoom your document?
Okay, just a minute. So, now it's visible, right?
Yeah, it's okay.
Documents history. Okay, so first I will go the SAP FICO consultant roles. Actually, I am not. Actually, I have noted the points. Okay, is it fine, right? If I explain about my notes, whatever Chanas are told, no, those points.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as a SAP FICO consultant, we have some roles and responsibilities when we join into the organization. Okay. Any SAP, any IT company. Okay. So we have whenever any company implementing SAP, so there is some steps to follow. Okay. In those steps, we have first step is strategic level. In that strategic level, it's like it's a very high level planning they will do in that level, strategic level, and this strategic level will be happening between client and consulting company. So client is whoever asking us to implement SAP in the for their business. So they them we will call as a client. Okay. As a consultants, we will join some organization like Wipro, Tech Mahindra, something like that. So that is our company, consulting company. So when we when we are going to implement SAP, so first business blueprint will come into the picture. So this business blueprint is very high level document. So in that document, we will prepare all business process and SLAs and what are all areas we are going to implement in their for their business, and everything we will write in that document. So that is business blueprint, which is very high level document, and in that business blueprint document, our project managers, that level people will be involved in that. Okay, that is the strategic level. And if you go to second point and operation level, so in operation level, once business blueprint confirms, then kickoff meeting will be started. So kickoff meeting, nothing but we will have interaction with our manager and client and in other team members and everybody. So we will have a meeting, kickoff meeting with them, and we will in that meeting our manager will explain project goals, objectives, and SLAs, and we will have interaction with clients, and we will have interaction with our colleagues and everybody. So it is like kickoff meeting will be interaction meeting and explaining about all objectives and goals. So once kickoff meeting completes, then we will go into the system. That is operation level. Second step is in the operation level. First we will gather the requirement from the business. So requirement is nothing but what we are going to configure in the system. So that is called a requirement. So we will gather the requirement, and that requirement client will give as a as is document. So as is document is nothing but he will give you the information. So what we have to perform in the system. So he will give that, and then we need to analyze the as is information, and then we have to prepare the to be document. So to be document is what we are going to do in the system. So that will be the to be document, and the to be document we have to prepare. That can be a SAP document also. We can say that SAP document also. So once to be document once we prepare to be document as a consultant, then we have to find any gaps there, any as is information, and to be whatever we are going to configure to be document. If there is any gaps, with those gaps also we need to identify, and we need to work on that. And this is operation level. Okay. And once operation level completes, so when our SAP document completes, then we have a implementation level. So once you prepare the to be document, then you have to implement that in the system. So how we will implement based on the to be document. So we will design the system as per the document, and we will design, or we will construct the system as per the document. And then once you configure the system, you need to do testing. So the testing we can call it as unit testing. Okay. So unit testing in our as a consultant, when we join into a company, we have different types of testings in SAP. So testings like unit testing, and integration testing, system testing, and regression testing, and UAT, and sanity, and there are many. So it's different upon the client. There follows the system testing rules. Okay. So we have to follow those system activities. As a consultant, we have to perform unit testing. So once unit testing completes, then we have to so we need to move those changes to other systems, and then we need to give the end user training also. So end user training also is the fourth point, end user training. So that is one thing. And we have troubleshooting phase also. As a consultant, we have to involve in the troubleshooting also. So troubleshooting is nothing but whenever, so for example, if we have a live system like production system, if we have, so whenever user facing any issue, that issue in terms of configuration, in terms of interface, just now Chanu sir told, interface issue, BAPI issue, or configuration, or security issue, whatever issue it may be. So once if end user gets any issue, so first he will raise the ticket. So ticket he can raise through a ServiceNow ticketing tool. So first once we received any issue, first we have to identify, first we need to assign the issue, and then we need to identify whether it is a critical incident, high incident, medium incident, or low incident. Based on the priority and based on the SLA, we need to perform the our configuration. So first we assign the incident, and we will analyze the system. We will analyze the issue, and then we will give the solution to the end user. So these ticketing things, everything will happen on the SLA basis. So for everything we have SLA. And yesterday's class, Chanu sir told us RISEFs. Okay, so just I will give a RISEF. I am not, I don't know. I think whatever Chanu sir I will give you. And RISEFs is nothing but RISEFs is reports, interface, and conversions, enhancement, and forms and workflow. Okay, this is the RISEFs. So whenever user wants any custom report, something like that, so we need to get the requirement from the customer or client, and then we need to analyze the requirement whether it is possible in our SAP or not. So if it is possible, then we need to give the we need to give the document. So we need to convert that requirement into document, and we need to give the backend developer, technical developer, ABAP team. So we will give that the document to ABAPer, and we will make sure that this RISEF object will be created and as per client requirement. So this is all about yesterday's class. I guess if I miss something, can anyone tell? And if I If I say something wrong, can make me correct also. Okay, that's all, Sudha, from my end. Can anyone take up now? Thank you. Thank you all.
Yeah, thank you. Then
Good explanation. Thank you.
Very good.
yeah, next Satyala Shahida. Are you there?
Yes, good morning, ma'am.
Yeah.
Hello. Good morning, ma'am.
Yeah.
Am I audible?
Yeah. Please go
Okay,
on.
hi. Okay, hi, everyone. My name is Shahida. Today, my topic is SAP FICO Consultant Roles and Responsibilities. Before going into the topic, I have to give a brief introduction. What are the skills or abilities SAP FICO Consultant must obtain? I will go this introduction with 1 minute. Later on, I will tell what are the roles and responsibilities in a FICO Consultant. Okay. Actually, FSAO consultant must obtain both functional skills and behavioral skills. Well, in functional skills, he should have a strong experience and knowledge regarding the financial fundamentals and basics. He should have the business. He should obtain the business knowledge as well, and he should be expertise in both FI and CO modules. In FI modules, as you know, there are GL modules, accounts payable, accounts receivable, cost and profit center accounting, and fixed assets modules, internal audits, as well as he should have a well-versed knowledge in master data setup and technical components so that he can successfully lead with the functioning and the implementation of what he have done in the configuration level. And he should have excellent project management skills. Well, he should coordinate with both the end users, he had to coordinate with the clients, had to coordinate with the colleagues and so that he can sustain. Then coming to the, he should also obtain a behavioral skills, means he should be well versed in communication skills so that he can communicate with the end users and remaining things. He should, apart from the technical skills, he should have a general knowledge regarding communication, regarding business knowledge, means how he is going to implement in the reality in the real time. Okay, he should build a relationship with excellent interpersonal skills as well. He should have a problem solving skills so that whenever there are the errors, he should be focused not only recording the bookish knowledge, he have to think out of the box so that he can resolve the problems in an effective way. I have gone through this brief introduction skills what an FSCO consultant should possess. Then let me start the section with FSCO roles and responsibilities. As yesterday, I mentioned that there are different types of responsibilities which FSCO consultant can perform. First one is strategic level. In strategic level, they have to prepare the plan, architect the SAP FSCO systems. They have to attend in a kickoff meetings so that he can go to the business areas. He can go to the business process related changes also. Then coming to the operational level, in operational level, he have to gather the client's business requirements. Like as this information recording the client business information, and to be information is have to prepare the SAP documents, and he have to fill the gap between these as if and to be information, so that even though he is preparing all these things, he should be have a thorough knowledge so that he can customize the process according to fill this gap. That's why he should have problem solving skills. He should process, and in implementation level, he should analyze, design, construct, and test the financial processes. In construction level, he will create configurations. In testing, he have to perform both the unit testing, UAT, integration, regression. All these testing he have to perform. Have to lead multiple project activities related to the business transformation, automation, digitalization for the for further coordination with internal and external functional groups. And approximately he have to have a communicative project status. He have to communicate what are the project status, evaluate the issues, have to resolve the issues in timeline, have to take the actions as well. I have to do troubleshooting also whenever in the point of end user's point of view, when there is error, the end user will raise a ticket. We have to first segregate the ticket, whether it is a P1, P2, P3 or P4, have to segregate, and he have to assign that error, have to assign that ticket, and then he have to perform action so that he can resolve the issue. So he should identify the integrated issues, develop the issues in order to resolve the issues. Then he should also perform training. He should also give training to the end users as well. So have to provide support training to the end users, clarify the process of end users and business stakeholders as and when required. Document, he have to prepare the documents so that he can be accountable to both internal and external audits, to the stakeholders, and to the mainly to clients. So he is mainly accountable to clients, what is going on, actual process. He have to be accountable when he is have a thorough detailed document. He can going to explain this, and he had to configure and develop financial reports as and when required by the functional team as well. That's all. This is I have to close my section with a small conclusion. Before completing all these responsibilities, I think an SAP FICO consultant must obtain communication skills. He should have both technical and functional knowledge regarding all the integrations, and he should obtain a problem solving skills so that he can think out of the box and receive all errors which have been entered by end users. And finally, he should have a sufficient business knowledge so that he can relate every process with the business in a parallel way, so that I think so he can be sustained and become a successful consultant. That's all. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity.
Thank you so much, madam. Wonderful explanation. Thank you.
Thank you, Shahida.
Yeah. Who is next?
Hi, Chanu, sir. Can I continue the class because I want to log in now? So I want to explain now.
Yes, madam. Please go ahead.
Yeah, good morning, all. Today I will discuss about roles and responsibilities of SAP FICO HANA Finance Consultant. These roles and responsibilities can be categorized as strategic level, operational level, implementation level. These all three comes under implementation project. Next is troubleshooting, MIS reports, people management, end user documents preparation and training will comes under support project. First, we will start with implementation project. First is strategic level. We are not part of strategic level. It's an involvement of high level management for decision making. We are only part of kickoff meetings. Kickoff meeting is nothing but introduction meeting with client, with our project manager, with fellow employees. In kickoff meeting, project manager will explain about business requirements and SLA of the project. SLA is nothing but service level agreement. This is the agreement between client and company. So this is about the strategic level. So next is operational level. It is nothing but gathering business information. Business requirement gathering is like as is, to be, and gap analysis. So here client will give their current business information and he will explain roles, objectives, project scenarios, and business processes. So business process is nothing but how many company codes they have, how many plants they have, about purchase order, vendors, P2P process, O2P, and these are all information they will give. This information is all about the business process. Our duty is to communicate with the client and gather all business requirements. And we have to prepare several documents like as is, to be, and gap. As is, it is prepared by the client, which is nothing but current document. He will explain project goals, objectives, and all business process. By considering this, we need to prepare to be document. To be document, which is nothing but SAP document or future document. We will also call it as expected document. Here we have to prepare to be document based on the as is document. So last is gap analysis. This is nothing but difference between as is and to be. It's called gap analysis. So here from processing standard to customization, we have to contact technical consultant. So next is implementation level. It includes system designing, construct and testing, and implementing financial process, and also close coordination and integration with SAP modules. I will give few examples for testing. That is unit testing, integration testing, regression testing, performance, security testing, UAT, and etc. Here we will be a part of high-level concept called RISE. RISE stands for W for workflow, R for reports, I for interface, E for enhancements, C for conversions, and F for forms. These all activities we have to perform here, but here 80% of work is depends on ABAPer. We have to work with him. We are functional consultant. ABAPer is a technical consultant who acts as a backend, and we are at the front end. So next is a support project. Under support project, we are having troubleshooting. So it's nothing but resolving issues. Here we recommend solutions for finance related process. So we receive issues on basis of tickets. So like P1 is P1, P2, P3, P4. P1, P2 are high priority. There will be a certain time, 2 hours for P1 and 6 hours for P2. P3, P4 are low to medium tickets. We can resolve it in 3 to 4 days. So here main thing is SLA will breach if we are not able to complete within the time limit. And also we receive types of requests like incident, service request, and change request. So next is training point of view. We have to provide support and training to end user, and we also have to help in document preparation. Next is documentation and compliance. So here detailed transactional information to internal and external auditors are required. And MIS reports, we will configure financial reports as required by the functional team. So we also give management information support regarding ticket status. And last thing is people management. Here managing team will assign of work with clarification. We have to give clarifications to the management team. So these are all the roles and responsibilities of SAP FICO consultant. So I want to conclude that SAP FICO consultant is mainly responsible for designing, building, and deploying SAP-based ERP solutions, and leading analysis and design in SAP FICO area, and also often in close cooperation with client's finance team. So we have to be very closely contact with the client's finance team, and also conducting structured testing internally with users. So that's about the roles and responsibilities in my point of view. Thank you for giving this opportunity, sir.
Yeah, thank you very much. Very nice explanation. Who is next?
It's me, sir, Veena.
Yeah, Veena. Yes, please go ahead.
Hello, everyone. Good morning. This is Veena. Today, I'm going to give an explanation about explain about the project implementation in a SAP ECC. SAP recommends ASAP methodology for project implementation. ASAP means accelerated SAP methodology. In this methodology, have 5 phases. First one is project preparation, business blueprint, and realization and testing. Last one is go live. Coming to first phase, project preparation, and this is called strategic level. Here, project managers and business users, higher level employees, senior managers, CEOs, like the higher level people will involve in this project meeting. Here, they will discuss about the project goals and objectives, and the cost of the project, and the duration of the project, and about the business process, how consultant recruitments, and SLA agreements, like these will discuss here in this meeting. This is here project kickoff meeting. Sorry, sir. Project kickoff meeting here. In some scenarios, consultants may involve in kickoff meetings because to understand the SLA agreements and interactions with the other core team members, core module members. Um, um, After this strategic level, consultants' roles will start from here. This is business blueprint phase or operational level. Consultants will gather required information from business users to understand the business process, and they will analyze and design and construct the documents and build the documents. This document is called business blueprint. Based on the requirements, they will collect the information about the client, how many plants they have, a size of the organization, like how many branches they have, how many employees are working, how many workers, employees, vendors, customers, and like this information, and what are their products, manufacturing products. Like this information gathers from end users or concerned persons in the organization. This information is called as is document. Based on the as is document, consultants will prepare to be document. To be document is called a future document or a technical document or expected document. Once the document is signed off, consultant will map the to be document like blueprint into the software, SAP software. Here we need to identify and record the required enhancements and scenarios. Sometimes SAP standards may not fulfill the client requirements. Consultant will do those customizations with the help of technical consultants like ABAPers. This is called gap analysis. The gap analysis means it is a difference between as is document and to be document. This is a gap analysis. In some cases, ABAPers will not able to customize those scenarios client needs. At this scenario, consultant will contact the SAP software team. SAP software team will provide required suggestions for that. So next is strategic level. In the strategic level, implementation will do here in this level. Here, consultants will do system design and configurations. Based on the business blueprint, map the business process into the SAP software, and end user trainings. And here, end user trainings consultant will conduct end user trainings and end user document preparations. Like these work will involves in strategic level. After strategic level, coming to testing. In testing, whatever customizations have done in the configuration level, those will move to testing level. Testing includes unit testing, performance testing, regression testing, and user acceptance testing, and security testing, and integration testing, like this. Next, after testing, if users will get any issues, The troubleshooting. This troubleshooting means issues resolving. User may get any issues. Here consultants will resolve the issues. Troubleshooting is nothing but is included in support project. Whenever user will faces any issues, the tickets user will raise the tickets and transfer to the consultants. The tickets will have priority and severity level like P1, P2, P3, P4. It means P1, P2 means higher level priority tickets, and P3 medium level, and P4 lower level tickets. Higher priority tickets, consultants will resolve the issues within the SL agreement time, like 2 hours, 1 hour, 2 hour, 3 hours, as per the SL agreement. And P3, P4, it will take a long duration, like 2 or 3 days. Depends upon the business SLA agreement. It will change business to business. Coming to, when tickets will come into our inbox, within the time we have to assign our names or other respective module team members. We have to identify the ticket type first. It means whether it is related to functional consultant or other module related tickets. We have to identify and we have to assign the tickets. If ticket will not assign within the time, the SLA will breaches. In this scenario, consultant will give a proper explanation to the higher levels. The ticket types are service request or change request, like this. And finally, consultant will do month-end activities like MAS reports, means management support, information support reports, like month-end reports, weekly reports. They will involve in these reports. Consultant will involve in these reports. If consultant is a team lead, they will take care of people management, like how many people are working here, like these. And one more thing, VRICIP is a higher level, sorry, VRICIP is a higher level concept. It means W stands for workflow, R reports, I interfaces, and C conversions, E enhancements, and F forms. Here, majority of the work related to ABAPers, but functional consultant will take main responsibility to do the ABAPers work in VRICIPs. Actually, I don't know about the main VRICIPs more depth. So these are the FICO consultant roles and responsibilities while project implementation. Thank you for giving the opportunity. Thank you so much, sir.
Great, very much. Thank you so much, madam. Thank you so much for your explanation. Super.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, next. Next. Who is next?
That's it, sir.
Sir, actually, I have missed one point yesterday's one. Okay, shall I go ahead and tell, sir? One of the point as a responsibility of FSO consultant.
Yes, please go ahead.
So guys, so yesterday's point, actually I have missed one point. Okay, the point is as a SAP consultant, we have some internal work. MIS. So we need to prepare management information system, like some documents we need to prepare in the company. So in the project. Okay. So the MIS reports are nothing but incidents reports or SLA reports, or it can be anything. So we need to prepare those reports weekly basis or monthly basis, and we need to send it to our manager or team lead, whoever we are reporting. And so this is also one of the responsibility which we have to be aware. Thank you, sir. That's all.
Thank you so much. Anyone? I think yesterday some of the people given names, right? So just please go ahead. Anyone?
Sir, actually, I have completed. Sir, yesterday I have given the name, so I have
Okay,
completed.
that's fine. Anyone? 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 If no one is there, then let's wind up the session. Okay, we will see tomorrow. Rest of the people. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you very much. See you.
Sure, sir. Thank you. Thank you all.